Russia's increased military presence in Burkina Faso marks a significant shift in regional alliances. Russia's growing influence in Africa reflects its global ambitions and pursuit of new partnerships.
Ведут против нас все более агрессивные информационные атаки.
Russia's current outreach to Africa revives historical connections from the Cold War era.
Здесь опять лгут постоянно, извращают исторические.
Rising anti-French sentiment in Burkina Faso has opened the door for increased Russian involvement. Russia's military cooperation with Burkina Faso highlights its strategic interests in the region. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov's visit to Burkina Faso underscores Moscow's commitment to strengthening ties. Lavrov's reception in Burkina Faso reflects the country's pivot towards Russia. Increased Russian military instructors in Burkina Faso signal deeper security cooperation. The Sahel region's instability provides a backdrop for Russia's growing military presence. The Wagner Group's involvement in Burkina Faso raises concerns about human rights and accountability. Russia's actions in Burkina Faso are part of a larger geopolitical struggle with the West in Africa. The increased Russian military presence in Burkina Faso presents both opportunities and challenges. Russia's intervention could boost Burkina Faso's security forces, struggling to contain jihadist insurgency. Russia's military prowess and advanced weaponry could shift the balance of power. Russia's engagement extends beyond the military realm. Moscow supports Burkina Faso's economic development through trade deals and infrastructure projects. This multifaceted approach could provide a lifeline to the struggling nation. Diversifying partnerships could help Burkina Faso chart a more independent course. Russia's presence could deter external interference. A strong Russian partnership could provide strategic depth and diplomatic leverage. However, these benefits come with significant caveats. The success of Russia's intervention hinges on many factors. The situation remains fluid and unpredictable. global order. For Burkina Faso, navigating the complexities of this new geopolitical reality will require a delicate balancing act. The Burkinabe government must weigh the potential benefits of Russia's support against the risks of becoming overly reliant on a single partner. Striking this balance will necessitate a pragmatic and clear-eyed assessment of Burkina Faso's national interests and a willingness to engage with a diverse range of partners, both old and new. One potential strategy for Burkina Faso is to leverage Russia's involvement to extract concessions from its traditional Western partners. By demonstrating that it has other options, Burkina Faso could potentially secure more favorable terms from countries like France and the United States, who might be compelled to step up their engagement in order to counter Russia's growing influence. This approach requires deft diplomacy and a willingness to play different actors off against each other, but it could potentially yield significant benefits for Burkina Faso. Furthermore, Burkina Faso must prioritize good governance, transparency, and accountability in all its dealings, both with Russia and other international partners. This is essential to ensure that any assistance received is used effectively, benefits the Burkinabe people, and does not contribute to corruption or further instability. By demonstrating its commitment to good governance, Burkina Faso can build trust with its partners and attract investment and support from a wider range of actors. Ultimately, the success of Burkina Faso's engagement with Russia will depend on its ability to maintain its strategic autonomy, safeguard its national interests, and avoid becoming a pawn in a larger geopolitical game. This will require skillful diplomacy, a clear vision for the country's future, and a commitment to putting the needs of the Burkinabe people first. The burgeoning military partnership between Russia and Burkina Faso sends ripples far beyond this West African nation. It reverberates across the entire Sahel region, already grappling with a complex web of challenges. The arrival of Russian military instructors and Wagner Group mercenaries injects a new and unpredictable element. For neighboring countries like Mali, Niger, and Chad, this development is a cause for concern. These nations are grappling with jihadist insurgency and disillusioned with Western counter-terrorism efforts. Burkina Faso's pivot towards Russia, if successful, could embolden other governments. This could reshape the geopolitical landscape, leading to a decline in Western influence. A surge in Russian influence could exacerbate tensions and fuel proxy conflicts. The growing Russian footprint could have spillover effects beyond security. Moscow's involvement is part of a broader strategy to expand its influence across Africa. Section 2. A test case for African agency. Russia's foray into Burkina Faso raises questions about African agency in a changing world order. Burkina Faso's embrace of Russia is seen as a rejection of Western paternalism. African nations have often been on the receiving end of Western policies and interventions. The failures of Western interventions have fueled a desire for independence. Russia's engagement without demands for political reform is attractive to some. This resonates with those who view Western engagement as neo-colonialism. The Burkina Faso case will be closely watched by other African nations. Section 3. Reshaping the global order. Russia's growing influence in Burkina Faso and the Sahel region reflects shifting global power dynamics. The unipolar moment of US dominance is fading. A multipolar world is emerging with new centers of power. Russia, under Putin, challenges US hegemony, promoting a multipolar system. Africa's resources and strategic importance make it a key battleground. The outcome will shape future international relations and global governance. Section 1. A crossroads of change. As we've seen, the saga of Russia's military surge in Burkina Faso is a multi-layered narrative, intricately woven into the fabric of a continent undergoing profound transformation. This alliance, forged in the crucible of instability and fueled by a desire for change, signifies a potential turning point in the geopolitical landscape of Africa. Burkina Faso, once firmly within the French sphere of influence, now finds itself at a crossroads, navigating a delicate balancing act between old alliances and new partnerships. The decision to embrace Russia's military embrace is a gamble, a calculated risk driven by the urgent need to quell a relentless insurgency and the allure of a partner seemingly less encumbered by the baggage of colonialism. The potential benefits of this alliance are undeniable. Russia's military prowess, particularly its experience in counter-terrorism operations and its willingness to provide advanced weaponry, could provide a much-needed boost to Burkina Faso's beleaguered security forces. Furthermore, Russia's economic overtures, including promises of investment and trade deals, offer a glimmer of hope for a nation grappling with poverty and underdevelopment. However, the road ahead is fraught with uncertainties. The effectiveness of Russian assistance remains to be seen, and the long-term implications of this partnership, particularly the potential for dependence and the risk of becoming embroiled in a geopolitical tug-of-war, are yet to fully unfold. Section 2. The Unfolding Future. The story of Russia's military surge in Burkina Faso is a microcosm of the broader geopolitical shifts underway across the African continent. As the world moves away from a unipolar order dominated by the West, new centers of power are emerging, eager to assert their influence and reshape the global landscape. Africa, with its vast reserves of natural resources, burgeoning population, and strategic importance, has become a key theater in this contest for global dominance. Russia's assertive posture in Burkina Faso, mirroring its actions in other parts of Africa, represents a direct challenge to the established order, particularly the influence of former colonial powers like France. The implications of this geopolitical realignment are far-reaching. The rise of multipolarity, while potentially leading to a more equitable and balanced global system, also carries the risk of increased competition, instability, and conflict. As Russia, the United States, and other powers jostle for position, there is a danger that they could become mired in proxy conflicts, escalating tensions and undermining efforts to address pressing global challenges. The unfolding situation in Burkina Faso serves as a stark reminder that we live in an interconnected world, where events in one corner of the globe can have ripple effects far beyond their immediate vicinity. The choices made by leaders in Burkina Faso, Russia, and elsewhere will shape not only the destiny of a nation, but also the contours of the emerging global order. The future remains unwritten, but one thing is certain. The saga of Russia's military surge in Burkina Faso is a story that will continue to unfold for years to come.